11.3.54 आत्मानं तन्मयं ध्यायन् मूर्तिं सम्पूजयेद्धरे शेषाम् आधय शिरसा स्वधाम्नि उद्वास्य सत्कृतम् आत्मानं तन्मयं ध्यायन् मूर्तिं सम्पूजयेद्धरे शेषाम् आधाय शिरसा स्वधाम्नि उद्वास्य सत्कृतम् आत्मानं तन्मयं ध्यायन् मूर्तिं सम्पूजयेद्धरे शेषाम् आधाय शिरसा स्वधाम्नि उद्वास्य सत्कृतम् आत्मानं तन्मयं ध्यायन् मूर्तिं सम्पूजयेद्धरे स्वधाम्नि उद्वास्य सत्कृतम् आत्मानं तन्मयं ध्यायन् मूर्तिं सम्पूजयेद्धरे शेषामाधाय शिरसा स्वधाम्नि उद्वास्य सत्कृतम् माताजी आत्मानं तन्मयं ध्यायन् मूर्तिं सम्पूजयेद्धरे समादाय शीर्षा धाम्नि उद्वास्य सत्कृतम् आत्मानं oneself tat in the Lord mayam absorbed dhyayan so meditating murtim the personal form sampujayet should fully worship Hare of Lord Hari Shesham the remnants of worship Adhaya taking Shirasha upon one's head Swadhamni in his place Udvasya putting Satkritam respectfully. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The worshipper should become fully absorbed in meditating upon himself as an eternal servant of the Lord and should thus perfectly worship the deity, remembering that the deity is also situated within his heart. Then he should take the remnants of the deity's paraphernalia, such as flower garlands, upon his head and respectfully put the deity back in his own place, thus concluding the worship. Purport. The word Tanmayam in this verse is significant. One who is purified by worshipping the deity form of the Lord can understand that he, the worshipper, is an eternal servant of the Lord and is qualitatively one with the Lord, being like a tiny spark of the original fire, the personality of Godhead. Srila Madhvacharya has stated in this regard, Vishnur Bratayo Am iti eva sada syad bhagavanmaya naivaham Vishnur asmiti Vishnu sarveshvaro hi aja. One should think, I am an eternal servant of Vishnu, and therefore, because I am his eternal part and parcel, I am eternally one with him. But I am not Vishnu himself, because Vishnu is the supreme controller of everything. The basic principle of deity worship is that one must understand oneself to be an eternal servant of the Supreme Lord. One who is addicted to sexual gratification, foolishly identifying himself with the external material body, cannot change his conception of himself from that of an enjoyer to that of the enjoyed. Such a person interprets the word tanmayam to mean that the worshipper is himself also the worshipable object. Sri Jiva Goswami Prabhupada has written in his Durga Sangamani, his commentary on Sri Rupa Goswami Prabhu's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that ahangrao apasna, or the process of worshipping oneself as the Supreme, is a gross misidentification of one's own self with the Supreme, who is actually one's eternal shelter. The six Goswamis have repeatedly clarified this point, but unintelligent persons within the Prakat Sahajiya community become influenced by the bogus idea of the Mayavadi philosophers and thus display the deluded misconception that the worshipper becomes the supreme shelter. Such a hallucination is an aparadh, an offense against the Lord. Therefore, the word tanmayam in this verse should not be offensively understood to mean that the worshipper becomes equal to his eternal worshipable object. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Niravishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Can you turn off the fan? Hare Krishna. We continue to read the discussion between King Nimi and the Navayogendras, and this discussion is about Karma Yoga, the practice of Karma Yoga, wherein it's described that karma binds. karma gives karma bandhan, gives entanglement. Every action, each karma gives a fruit or result of karma, reaction. So if somebody does 100 karma, he gets 100 results. Suppose he gets 50 results and he dies. What happened to the remaining 50? Waste, goes to his children, nominee. No, he has to take next birth to receive those 50. So in next birth, when he receives 50, his account is 0. 50 minus 50, 500. Because he does 500 more karma. So now he has 500 results to receive. And this keeps on continuing the cycle of birth and death. This is called entanglement. Karma gives karma bandhan. Karma yoga is different. Why do a person do karma? To get result. Karma yoga means you give the result to Krishna. Then you are not entangled. Then you are purified. Then you are towards liberation. Taking result for myself is false ego. Attachment to the result. I did, so I should get credit. I performed, so I should get fruit. I did hard work, so I should get benefit. That's false ego. So here it is described how to come out of this false ego which makes us attached to the result and entangled in this material world. An individual living entity, whatever karma or actions he or she performs, is based on this false ego. If a lion is hungry and you give him puri and halwa, will he eat? He will eat you instead of puri and halwa. He will eat the person who is offering him puri and halwa. Why he will not eat puri and halwa? Because I am lion. I can't I can't be vegetarian. That's false ego. A goat will not eat meat. I am goat, vegetarian. Every single action we perform is based on what I think of myself. Whatever I think of myself, accordingly I act, accordingly I desire, accordingly I perform. False ego gives us false identity, and based on that false identity, the mind makes list of desires, and the body acts to fulfill those desires. But it's all false. Like, if I think I am a boy, then the mind will make list of items that I want shirt, I want jeans pant, I want cap, I want shoes, I want football, I want bike, I want gadget, I want female partner. If I think I am a girl, then the mind, same mind will change. The desires will be I want sari, I want makeup, I want jewelry, I want this, I want that. If I think I am a goat, then I want grass. If I think I am a lion, then I want goat. If I think I am an engineer, then I want a laptop, a project, my tools. If I think I am a manager, then I want people to employees to control systems, secretary. Whatever I think of myself, accordingly mind makes a list of desires. And karma means we act to fulfill those desires. If I think I am a peon, then I want a broom, a mop, so that I can do my job in the office. If I think I am a CEO, then I want a secretary, a cabin, a laptop, a car, a driver, so that I can do my work. You see? So, false ego makes us do activities which keep on entangling us, keep on struggling to fulfill those desires, to come in contact with those items or sense objects, and give a false sense of joy. So, here there is a process described to come out of this false ego. And that process is deity worship, as per Tantras, Vedic injunctions. The basic principle of deity worship is transfer this I should enjoy to the deity should enjoy. I am so and so to I am servant of the deity. The basic principle for a pujari is that Lord should be happy. He should enjoy. That is success. So multiple verses we read where the regulations, do's and don'ts of deity worship was described. And this verse we are reading, in which the conclusion is given that what happens when one worships the deity nicely, as per the Vedic injunctions. That one gets realized that I am servant of the deity. I am servant of Krishna. I am eternal servant of Krishna. Tanmayam, one is absorbed. One is absorbed in thinking that I am servant of Krishna. Which means 24 hours I am aware and thinking that I am servant of Krishna. That self-realization. Instead of thinking I am a boy, I am a father, I am a husband, I am a wife, I am a brother, I am a manager, I am an officer, I am a lawyer, I am a doctor, I am Indian. I am thinking I am servant of Krishna. That is real dharma, constitutional position, Sanatan dharma, that I am servant of Krishna. Sanatan dharma doesn't mean some rituals or some karma kand activities. That's not Sanatan dharma. Sanatan means eternal. Dharma means quality, characteristic quality. In your science you studied a concept called characteristic property of an element in chemistry. What is characteristic property of an element which defines that element? So dharma is characteristic property or quality. That quality of an object which is different from the object but cannot be separated is called characteristic property or dharma of that object. You got the definition? That quality of an object which is different from the object but cannot be separated, different and inseparable. Something is different, then you should be able to separate it. If you can't separate it, that is dharma. If you can separate it, that's conditioning. With me? No, huh? Sugar. Take the example of sugar. As soon as you hear sugar, what do you remember? Sweet. So intelligent, huh? Sugar is an object. Sweetness is its quality experienced by us through taste. Are these two different concepts? Yes, sugar, sweet, two different concepts. They are different. But can they be separated? No. Different and inseparable. So we say characteristic quality of sugar is to be sweet. Dharma of sugar is to be sweet. Because we can't separate. Can I take sugar in my hand and say, wait a minute, ho gaya, ek minute, this is sugar, this is sweet. Can I do that? Why? I don't have muscular power. Can I do with some mechanical force? Can I separate it with electrical force? Can I separate it with magnetic force? Can I separate it with nuclear force? I will destroy the whole planet, but sugar cannot be separated from sweetness. Right? So dharma of sugar is to be sweet. Clear? What about water? What is that quality of water which is different from water but inseparable? That is wetness. Water is wet. If I come to your house and say, give me a glass of dry water, say you laugh. Not possible. Water means wet. Go to a restaurant and say, 2 glass dry water. The waiter will say, Pagal Khana ka address batata. Water means wet. Sugar means sweet. If you go to the market, purchase 1 kilogram of sugar, come home, eat it, and it is not sweet. Not sweet. What will you do? Okay, version 2.1 of sugar chalta hai. No, you will go and give the sugar back and you will tell the owner of the shop, you are cheating me, this is not sugar. He will say, sir, see, white, it is sugar. You will say, no, I know this is not sugar. He will show you a box with the label sugar. He says, sir, I gave you from this box. Look, the label is also sugar. So this is sugar. What will you say? No. Even though the label is sugar, the object is not sugar. Why? Because it is not sweet. You are cheating me. You are doing fraud. You are doing adharma. Right? If you take sugar and put it in a box which is labeled salt, will that sugar be sweet or not? By changing label, the object changes? No. So dharma doesn't change by changing label. Have anyone got in Mumbai rains? Rain is coming and you are on the street without umbrella? You got? And not got wet? And not got wet? Got wet? You don't get dry rain here? See, we laugh at such a concept. Because water means wet. That's characteristic property of water which is different from water but cannot be separated. So it's called dharma of water. Okay, fire. What is quality of fire which is different and inseparable? Heat. Fire means heat and light. If a small child touches the flame of the candle, what will Agni Devata think? Oh, let me cool down. Bichara bachcha hai, he doesn't know. No, he'll get burnt. Because fire means heat. There cannot be cool fire. Opposite, right? So then what is my dharma? What is your dharma? What is that quality in you and me which is different and inseparable? That's a good question, right? What is that? Is it Hindu? Are you Hindu? Yes? No? Is Hindu separable from you? Yes. Hindu is a faith. And today I can change my faith to Christianity or Islam or atheism. Separated. Changed. So that's not Sanatan Dharma. It's just faith. Imagine two Matajis give birth to the baby on the same time in the hospital. One coming from Hindu faith, one coming from Muslim faith. And by mistake the babies get exchanged. Now the Mataji coming from Hindu faith takes the baby home of a Mataji coming from Muslim faith and vice versa. Now this baby will be Hindu or Muslim? Born to Hindu mother, but now he will be Muslim. Born to Muslim mother, now is Hindu. Changed or not? So if I change the label on the box, the object changes. But here it changed just by changing the family. That means it is not Sanatan Dharma. It is kind of faith. So what is Sanatan Dharma? It is more than faith. It is inseparable quality. And that's mentioned in this verse. Jivera Swarupa Hoye Krishnera Nitya Das. My eternal Swarup, Dharma, Swabhav, constitutional position, natural position is Das, to be servant of Krishna. To serve somebody, Seva Bhav, is that quality in us which cannot be changed, which cannot be separated. Any person you see is serving somebody else. Mr. A in office, what is he doing? Serving boss B. Boss B. What is B doing? serving boss C. What is C doing? Serving boss D. What is D doing? Serving boss E. This was going on till the minister. What is minister doing? Serving prime minister. What is prime minister doing? Every day coming on television, हम जनता के सेवक हैं, public servant. Everybody is servant. The father of the house thinks, I am master of the house. Okay, very good. What do you do? I work hard for the house, earn for the house, sweat for the house. Then you are master or servant of the house. The servant of the house. The mother thinks, I am Malkin, I am the controller, master of the house. Very nice. What do you do? I cook for the house, I clean the house. You are servant of the house. The children, they have to obey the parents. Everybody is serving somebody else and they are happy. Why they are happy serving? Because that is natural, constitutional position. And we serve our mind. Man ka das, servant of mind. Our mind says sit, we sit, eat, we eat, walk, we walk, sleep, we sleep, watch, we watch. Whatever mind says, we do. So we are servant of the mind. And the most interesting thing is, if a person doesn't get anybody to serve, he keeps a dog. Says, I am owner of the dog. Very good. What do you do with it? I clean the dog, I bathe the dog, I feed the dog, I take the dog to a walk, I put him to sleep. Then what are you? Master of the dog or servant of the dog? Servant of the dog. But he is happy. Why is happy? Because his natural propensity of being a servant is fulfilled. People even clean the shit of the dog. And they are happy about it. I did it. I did good performance today. I cleaned it nicely. Hare, cleaning the shit of the dog and you are happy. Why? Because the natural swabhav of serving is coming. You go to Juhu beach, you'll see big set, big businessman coming in a big car for a walk. And some of them come with a dog holding a rope. The dog walks in the front, the Seth walks behind. Now you tell me, the master walks front or servant walks front? Huh? Who is walking in the front? Dog. Who is the master? And I have personally seen, sometimes there is a pillar and the dog goes in the side. Susu. What does the Seth do? Wait. My dear sir, you finish your business, I am waiting for you. After some time there is public urinal, the Seth goes, the dog runs away. The dog doesn't wait. Who is master, who is servant? But he is happy. So that's our Sanatan Dharma, to serve. We have to serve. That's our natural position, constitutional position, natural propensity to serve. Now it's your choice whom to serve. Either DOG or GOD. Whom to serve? DOG? GOD, God. And he is present here as RadhaRasbihari. SriSriRadhaRasbihari, their lordships are invited by Srila Prabhupada to Juhu. Please come and devotees will serve you. Right? He has promised them service. And we are part of RadhaRasbihari Mandir. So isn't it our duty to serve RadhaRasbihari? But we are looking for some dog to serve. Nowadays they call it interview. Please engage me in your service. We go with our degree. Please engage me in your service. Please engage me in your service. Give me nokri. I'll be good nokar. But we have our boss here. So that's fine for our material existence. But we should realize that I am servant of Krishna. Self-realization means that I am servant of Krishna. So here it is mentioned the end result of this process of deity worship, the end result of our sadhana is this self-realization, the perfection that I am servant of Krishna. Even the demigods headed by Brahma, Shiva and others, Indra, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, Agni, Durga, Ganesh, they also know and understand that I am servant of Krishna. When Krishna is staying in Dwarka as Dwarkadish, every day morning big crowd would come to take his darshan outside his palace. And one day he is not opening the door. He is inside. The doors are closed. And as it is getting delayed, the crowd is increasing. So the security guards, they have a tough time to manage this crowd. So they make announcements. They make announcement to manage the crowd. Do you want to hear the announcements? So the first announcement they make is, Brahma, Brahma, please don't stand in the crowd, stand in the corner. You will get the first darshan. But you don't stand in the crowd with 4 heads, it looks very strange. Next announcement, Mahadev, Mahadev, we told you so many times, wear clothes and come, don't come like this. You come with this trident and snake and jata and deer skin, all the ladies are there, children are there, they get afraid. You please stand in the waiting room, you will take first darshan and go, but don't stand in the crowd. Look what the guards are handling. Next announcement, Indra, Chandra, we told you so many times, don't recite prayers so loudly. Be slow volume, don't recite so loudly. Speak softly. Varun, Vayu, don't pay obeisances here. So much crowd is there. Go a few kilometers away and pay your obeisances. Agni, Ganesh, we told you don't come every day. Come once a week. The crowd is too much. Imagine this are the announcement going on in Dwarka. And the demigods don't cooperate. No, we want to see Dwarkadish, we want to see Dwarkadish, we want to see Dwarkadish. And Dwarkadish is not opening the door. Why is not opening the door? Because he's playing chess with Rukmini Mata. And is winning. If you are going to win from your wife, will you stop the game? Because pehli baar to mila chance. So that is the opulence of Dwarka. That's Dwarkadish Krishna. Even demigods understand I am servant of Krishna. Even Lord Balram, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, consider himself as servant of Krishna. In the same Dwarka, when all the assembly was sitting, Krishna entered. All big Kshatriyas and the kings and the princes and family members of Krishna were sitting. Balram was also sitting. Krishna entered. Everybody got up from their seat and offered obeisances. Balram is playing the pastime of being elder brother. He can't offer obeisances. He saw everybody offering obeisances to Krishna. He felt so bad that what is this? Everybody is offering obeisances. I can't offer. What kind of pastime is this? What kind of avatar is this? He felt bad. But he couldn't avoid offering obeisances, but he couldn't bend also. So his gada was like this. As soon as Krishna entered, his gada automatically went like this, as a symbol that I am offering you respects. So Balram thinks I am servant of Krishna. Ananshesh thinks I am servant of Krishna. Brahma Shiva thinks I am servant of Krishna. All the acharyas explain that they are servants of Krishna. And we think I am the enjoyer. I am the boss. That's illusion. That's Maya. So this process of sadhana, this process of paying obeisances to the deities, chanting the holy name, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, reading scriptures, honoring prasadam, going out for book distribution, this process is going to help us to become a servant of Krishna, to realize I am servant of Krishna, to be humble servant of Krishna. But the same practice is making us proud that I am better than others, I am better devotee than others. Then there's something wrong happening. Krishna is pleased when we have this seva bhav, servant of servant of servant of servant of Krishna. Some performance or some results don't make us boss of somebody. So we should understand this. Whole Srimad Bhagavatam is there to teach us pure devotional service, to be servant of Krishna. But the whole world education is teaching us to be enjoyer, controller, boss of others. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam is considered a literature which will create revolution in this world. And has Prabhupada's Bhagavatam not created revolution? From pant industry to dhoti industry we are coming, see? In few years, before and now, the volume of sales of dhotis have increased. Right? So is that not a revolution? But that's not the revolution Prabhupada came for, to change dress or address. He came for to change our realization that from I am enjoyer to I am servant of Krishna. And that's Srimad Bhagavatam. It is mentioned in first canto Srimad Bhagavatam, this literature is meant to create revolution in the whole society. At least allow it to create in ourselves. So we should read Srimad Bhagavatam. We should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And now we should distribute Srimad Bhagavatam. You all are aware of Bhadra Purnima, where it's a great opportunity to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam and get liberated. Srila Prabhupada said, every gentleman in the city should have one set of Srimad Bhagavatam in his house. So how many houses are there in Mumbai? Lakhs. And only few Bhagavatams are there out. So much scope is there. So whoever is our contact, let's meet them, talk to them, approach them and convince them to take Srimad Bhagavatam in the house. Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. When somebody brings a deity of Krishna, one has to do installation. Srimad Bhagavatam in the house, one doesn't has to do installation. It's Sakshat Krishna already. There is no pran pratishtha required. Srimad Bhagavatam in the house means Krishna in the house. That house is called pious. There is no inauspiciousness in the house where Bhagavatam set is there. And what to speak about when people read it every day. When we read Bhagavatam every day, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, all our heart is purified. We have a change in thought process. And we approach our problems and our life in a different way. What we were used to, that is not our thought process. We have a new thought process. We approach life as a servant of Krishna. And for a servant, the life is very peaceful. Like the bank cashier. He counts cash every day. If it is less profit than yesterday, he still goes and sleep peacefully. If there is more profit, he still goes and sleep peacefully. It doesn't bother him. The owner is bothered. The servant is okay. He just count cash and keep. So as servant of Krishna, our life is very simple. A baby in the lap of mother, very natural life. Completely dependent on mother. Mother takes care, baby is playing. The lap is baby's playground. So we depend on Krishna. And Srimad Bhagavatam helps us to do that. And if we give it to our contacts, our families, they will also become devotees. And you'll have devotee association. Easy. So that's a job or profile of a servant. To serve Krishna. To see Krishna everywhere. Additionally, this verse says that one should see Krishna in our heart. There is Paramatma in the heart, super soul. Krishna himself is present in our heart and is present in the heart of all living entities around us. It's not that Krishna is in the altar but not other places. Krishna is in all hearts, in each atom. And hence I should behave with people in respectful way. I should not do offense. I should not do aparadh. I should not do violence. I should not hurt others. I should not give pain to others. I should not be duplicit with others. I should not be dishonest with others. Because Paramatma is there watching us. And if I hurt a soul, Paramatma also gets hurt. If I pain a living entity, Paramatma also feels pain. Because they are roommates. Soul and super soul are in one room. If your roommate is in pain, will you enjoy life? You will also feel pain out of compassion, out of human nature, out of softness. So imagine Paramatma, he sees the soul in pain, he also feels pain. So when you give pain to others, we are giving pain to Paramatma. So I give pain to Paramatma and then I go and worship the deity. Will that match? The deity will say, what is happening? You are putting a crown and at the same time hitting my legs. What is happening? So we don't give pain to others. We don't exploit others. We don't abuse others. We don't manipulate others. We don't disturb others' growth. Then deity is pleased. So not only we are good with the deity, we are good with everybody. Everybody around us, we should follow proper etiquette, proper behavior, should have proper character. That is success of our devotional service. Not just me and deity, me and Krishna, I don't care for others. That's neophyte. But by proper sadhana, we develop further relationships. So Tanmaya means I am eternal servant of Krishna. It is not as others interpret that I am Krishna. That's Mayavad. That's offense. The jiva, the living entity, cannot be the supreme entity. It is foolishness. It is illusion to think that I am God. I am servant of God. There are two, Krishna and me, and these two are not equal. If I think they are equal, then where is the concept of bhakti? There is no service then. So Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, very important aspect is, I am different from Krishna. Qualitatively same, but different individuals. He is a maintainer, I am being maintained. He is the enjoyer, I am being enjoyed. He is the creator, and I am servant, subservient. That should always remain, which means I don't live like an enjoyer. Whatever I accept should be Mahaprasad. Krishna has enjoyed first, and I accept his mercy. It may be a mango. I don't directly consume mango as an enjoyer. I offer it to Krishna with love, and then the mango is distributed. I accept his mercy as prasad, and I taste his prasad. It may be mango, it may be gulab jamun, it may be a car, it may be a dhoti, it may be a pen. Everything Krishna enjoys. I am not the enjoyer. He enjoys. I with gratitude accept his mercy as prasad and use it for Krishna's service. If I take prasad, my body gets energy, that energy I use in Krishna's service. I take a phone, that phone I use in Krishna's service. I get a pen, that pen I use it in Krishna's service. So he enjoys. He gets the result of my efforts. But if I act as an enjoyer, if I try to enjoy the results of my bhakti or results of my renunciation, see, renunciation means to give up everything, to give up the karma phal. But then renunciation also has phal. Some respect is there, some obeisances is there, some disciples are there, some dakshina is there. If I start enjoying the results of my renunciation, the very meaning of renunciation is to give up results, and then I start enjoying results of renunciation, then I am cheating. I am cheating myself. So Krishna is the enjoyer. So self-realized soul understands. So he doesn't enjoy. He doesn't exploit. Like you go to somebody's house. You don't touch any object without their permission because you are clear that I am not the owner. He is the owner. So only with his permission I can use washroom or sit on the sofa. In the same way, this earth, this universe is Krishna's house and I am the guest. He is the owner. How can I exploit resources or exploit people? That will be aparad. Only what is my quota I consume as prasad. And that way we don't get entangled. Exploiting resources, we get entangled. Exploiting people, we get sinful activities. And then Yamraj and Narakloka, and then the cycle continues. So that's the result of worshipping Krishna, chanting the holy name, Bhagavatam, interim result, that I am servant of Krishna, and we continue to serve Krishna and we get Krishna prem. So our consciousness gets purified. Krishna consciousness means completely absorbed in Krishna and service of Krishna. So we have a great opportunity by being part of ISKCON, by being part of devotees in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Now we should utilize this opportunity and become self-realized. Understand that I am servant of Krishna. I am eternal servant of Krishna. Life after life, I am servant of Krishna. And servant means serve. So whole day we engage in Krishna's service. Some service we keep doing. And as mentioned, Srila Prabhupada's book distribution is the highest service. And anybody can do. Just pick up some books, go out and distribute to your contacts, your friends, or strangers, or families, or your enemies, whoever is there, you just distribute. And the world will change. The world is already going in wrong direction. Look at education system, look at business houses, look at politics, look at geography, look at these wars. What will be next? What are we going to give to the next generation? But this can change by book distribution. So very important tool we have. So we should use our energy in this service. Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. If there are any comments or questions, you may ask. Yes. Mike?
You made a very good presentation about the fact that chanting brings in a lot of purity by becoming a servant of Krishna, and the distinction between faith and religion, and especially the Sanatana Dharma. See, we've seen that people have been chanting for years together, chanting 60 round, wearing a kanti mala and wearing a tilak. They also tend to get bewildered over times. I mean, I've seen many a times, having stayed in Vrindavan for the last 10, 15 years, I've seen, people, very senior disciples or very, very senior devotees getting bewildered by the lure of the lucre. I mean, you've seen in Vrindavan, property prices have gone up 10, 15 times ever since COVID, and people are just, trying to squander each other's properties and trying to do all sorts of nonsense. So, having served Krishna and having done for generations and having done chanting for so many years, why do these things happen? Because I'm personally a victim of this. I'm saying this because I have a house in MVT, and I've had issues with that. And I've dedicated my life to Krishna consciousness for the last 35 years. Ran from pillar to post for justice, but then because people who are holding positions in high end don't really help. Why does it happen that people who have dedicated their lives and trying to surrender to Krishna, bad things happen to them, and still no justice comes despite going from pillar, one end to another one?
Well, on individual level, those who serve Krishna, perform sadhana for years, continuous, they get that credit. At the same time, best car, best driver, best road, accident is still possible. So those who have done best sadhana, in best association, very carefully, still Maya can attack them. Accident is possible on individual level. So a person has to be always alert to the traffic rules and seek help. Your question, I am not sure, is it on individual level or institutional level? If it is on institutional level, then the systems of the institutions are there to safeguard everybody's right. It requires a different approach and discussion, which is not part of this forum. Oh, is that okay?
See, as you mentioned about traveling the roads and accident happening, yes, accidents do happen, especially when you're driving on the roads which are unhindered, which are not well known to you. But especially when you're moving around within the own family people, and you end up getting stabbed, that is actually not an accident, because that is more like a premeditated thing. So accident is actually different from something which is premeditated and something which is, flavored with conspiracy.
No, I am not talking about the event happened to you. Your question was, in spite of chanting and all, why people behave in a particular way. So that's an accident in their behavior. An event happened to you, somebody attacked or somebody took your property. I understand, it's a grief. But I am saying that without knowing the details, it is not, I am not capable to answer in this forum. It requires a different discussion. Okay? Yeah. Vishnu Tattva Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for very nicely, graphically explaining the cycle of karma yoga, karma bandhan, and how we can offering our results to Krishna and get out from the cycle of karma bandhan. You mentioned about how Srimad Bhagavatam portrays all this examples of devotees who have practiced their life according to teachings of Bhagavad-gita, and the distribution of Bhagavatam is so important. Just want to comment, Prabhuji. Recently, some devotees, new bhaktas, they went for on road distribution. They every day go for book distribution, 30, 40 Bhagavad-gitas and many small books they distribute. But recently, our new bhaktas have distributed Srimad Bhagavatam also. So it is very much possible, because now people have Bhagavad-gitas and Krishna book, but around maybe we have Bombay 2 crore population, 50 lakhs houses must be there. So that much families are there, so we have so much scope. So if we think they have that aspiration, that reach out Bhagavatams to many, so it is possible if we have desire, Bhuji. So very good example they are doing, Bhuji. Hare Krishna.
Right. Vishnu Tattva is mentioning that recently a group of new bhaktas started distributing books, and very easily one set of Bhagavatam also went. So it's very easy. You display the books, talk about it, and people get attracted. Okay? Next question? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful class. And just now you explained the very meaning of the renunciation. So, I have heard it's very easy to renunciate the sense objects. For the tongue, some devotees austere, sweet, and for the body, they turn off the AC in summer and chant, etc., etc. things. But for the mind, I have experienced even I am doing a speck of service. There's a turn of
Can you speak in the mic?
there's a turn of even I am doing a speck of service. There's a ton of pride, or that there's also a different pride, कि ये मतलब मैं अच्छा कर रहा हूँ, एंड ये डिवोटीज भी अच्छा कर सकते हैं, बट मुझे बोला गया है, मैं कर रहा हूँ, दिस मीन्स आई हैव समथिंग ऐसे. So indirectly or directly, or linking to humility, pride, something as a combination, and then we think, okay, we are presenting in a most humble way, but it's still a pride ki something. So how to overcome that?
Yeah, so whenever service is done, we should understand I am just an instrument. Krishna did it through me. It's not me. We don't take credit. When Krishna told Lord Brahma to create this universe, before that, being happy with Brahma's bhakti, Krishna shook hands with him. So when he told Lord Brahma to create the universe, Brahma said, no, you just now shake hands with me. Now if I create the universe, such a big service I do, I'll be proud. So first you solve this problem of pride, then I will create. And then he gave him 4 slokas, which is called Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, Evam Agre. To Brahma, they understand that I am everything, I am beginning, I am middle, I am end, I am top, I am bottom, everything I am. Anything you see separate from me is illusion. So when we do some service, or when we are chosen for some service, we should not think that because I am good and better, that's why I have been given this service. We should think that I have been given an opportunity to purify myself. And the success of the service is because Krishna used me as an instrument. Right? For example, you heard this class and you talk to your friend, today's class was very nice. And this black speaker, he hears this comment and he says, I gave nice class today. Because all of you heard from the speaker. So he takes the comment. He said, I gave nice class today. What will you respond to him? You are instrument, you didn't give class. Prabhuji gave class. And that's wrong. This body is also an instrument. Krishna gave class. This is speaker. This is speaker, this is also speaker. When this speaker thinks I gave nice class, that's pride. When this speaker thinks I gave nice class, that is also pride. And when this speaker humbly says, oh, all Krishna's mercy, that is also pride. Right? So we are all instruments of Krishna. And we just serve. Don't think about all that. Mind should be so busy, mind doesn't have time to think of all that. Some appreciation comes from our seniors, we accept it as their love and affection. Like a child even does some small homework, we say, good boy, good girl. Why? So that the child is encouraged, not because child did something great. Right? So some appreciation comes from, we accept it as love and affection, not because we are great. We are serving great. Radharasbihari is great. So even small thing we do, it's considered great. Why? Because the great is pleased. So nimitta, we are only instruments. Okay? Next question. Yes, Akhand Leeladhar Prabhu. Oh, okay. Okay, I saw him there.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you nicely, repeatedly you are focusing on one point that we think we ourselves as enjoyer, and we every now and then we forget that that Krishna is the real enjoyer. So my question is, ki somewhere down the line, myself also, I am practicing devotional service. The real impetus to practice devotional service is that I will enjoy later on, or eternally I will enjoy with Krishna, or I will get eternal happiness, and that's why I'm performing devotional service. Even superficially I may deny that no, I am focusing for Krishna's enjoyment, but the actual enjoyment I want. So how to now?
So that's fine. To eternally enjoy with Krishna is fine. To enjoy objects in the material world, that is wrong. To come in contact with sense objects to enjoy, that is wrong. To accept bhoga for ourselves, that is wrong. But the motivation that once I go to Golok Vrindavan, I will eat laddu peda and dance with Krishna, that's fine. Because Krishna wants that. Krishna wants all of us to go back to Godhead. So that's fine. And that motivation gradually will become background. And foreground will be Krishna will enjoy. So that's fine, because when Krishna enjoys as part and parcel, there is no option. We will receive enjoyment. There is no option. When Krishna enjoys, we will not be sad. Right? As part and parcel, we will also enjoy. But that is not the purpose. So gradually that will become background. So we just continue. In our ashram life, we should not try to come in contact with sense objects or people for the purpose of enjoyment. That would be inappropriate. After going to spiritual world, that's fine. Okay? Next question. Ajit Govind Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, आप बता रहे थे कि अगर कोई व्यक्ति ऐसा सोचता है कि मैं बॉस हूँ तो ये सही नहीं है. एक्चुअली हमको दास दासानुदास के भाव में सेवा करना चाहिए. लेकिन प्रभु जी, अगर हम सेवा करते हैं लेकिन जो व्यक्ति सोचता है कि मैं बॉस हूँ और उसी का दास मैं बना हूँ, तो ये प्रभु जी हमको भक्ति में कैसे प्रोग्रेस करा सकता है? जैसे कि हमने तीसरे स्कंद के ये जो देवहूति का शोक या कर्दम मुनि का वैराग्य, उसका दूसरा नंबर श्लोक है प्रभु जी, जिसमें सेवा के बारे में प्रभुपाद जी परपट में बहुत बढ़िया लिखे हैं कि सेवा का भाव किस प्रकार का होना चाहिए.
तो अगर मान लीजिए कोई व्यक्ति है जो अपने आप को बॉस समझ रहा है और हम उसके अंडर में सेवा कर रहे हैं, तो प्रभु जी हमारे अंदर उस सेवा का भाव उत्पन्न हो सकता है किस तरह से, जरा इसके बारे में मुझे बताइए आप।
अच्छा, कोई सोच रहा है कि वो बॉस है और हम उसके अंडर सेवा कर रहे हैं। किसकी सेवा कर रहे हैं? कृष्ण की।
जी प्रभु जी।
सेवा किसकी कर रहे हैं? कृष्ण की।
कह सकते हैं,
तो अगर
कह भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी कह सकते हैं, ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है।
नहीं, तो दोनों का अलग अलग उत्तर है
जी।
तो आपका कौन सा वाला प्रश्न है?
क्योंकि चीजें प्रभु जी ऐसी है ना कि वो कंफर्म नहीं कर सकते
दोनों
क्या
का
कर रहा है।
दोनों का बताता हूं मैं। अगर हम कृष्ण की सेवा कर रहे हैं किसी ऐसे व्यक्ति के अंडर जो खुद को बॉस समझता है, फिर भी हम शुद्ध हो जाएंगे। जैसे अगर कोई भक्त है जो खुद को बॉस समझता है, मंदिर में घूमता है और मुझे पकड़े झाड़ू मार, और मैं झाड़ू मारूं मंदिर की। क्यों मारा? क्योंकि उसने कहा मुझे। किसने कहा? जो खुद को बॉस समझता है। नहीं, राधा रसबिहारी तो देखा ना, मैं झाड़ू मारा, मैं शुद्ध हो जाऊंगा। तो कोई बात नहीं, सेवा करने में हमेशा हमें फल अच्छा ही मिलेगा। अगर मैं उसकी इंद्रिय तृप्ति पूरी कर रहा हूं तो वो ठीक नहीं है। अगर मैं कृष्ण की इंद्रिय तृप्ति कर रहा हूं तो वो ठीक है।
क्योंकि इसके लिए मैं पूछा था कि जो भागवतम का जो तीसरा स्कंद का मैंने ये बताया ना, तो उसमें यही चीज बताया कि अगर उसकी भावना ही नहीं है तो ड्यूटी हो गया ना प्रभु जी। उसको सेवा तो एक नाम दे दिया हमने, ड्यूटी कर रहे हैं एक तरह से। ड्यूटी और सेवा में अंतर है। तो उसको सेवा कहा जाएगा कि फिर वो ड्यूटी कहा जाएगा, क्या कहा जाए फिर उसको? क्योंकि भावना तो आप बिल्कुल शून्य है।
तो हर भक्त सेवा के भाव में सेवा नहीं करते। शुरू में कोई लोग डर के सेवा करते हैं कि मम्मी ने बोला है मंदिर में नारियल चढ़ाना है। शुरू में कोई लोग भावनाओं में सेवा करते हैं कि अगर दंडवत प्रणाम नहीं किया तो मेरे साथ कुछ बुरा होगा। कुछ लोग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हैं कि 10 लोग कर रहे हैं, मैं खड़ा रहूं तो कैसा लगेगा। हर व्यक्ति का सेवा भाव इक्वल नहीं होता है। कोई लोग ड्यूटी की तरह करता है कि नियम पूरा करना है, 16 माला करना है, नहीं तो प्रसाद नहीं मिलेगा। तो हर एक का अलग अलग मन में विचार होता है और कृष्ण देख लेंगे उसका कि वो कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा। अगर कोई किसी के अधीन रहकर सेवा करता है, उसका इंद्रिय तृप्ति पूरा करने के लिए, उस पर कृष्ण प्रसन्न नहीं होते। लेकिन अगर कृष्ण की इंद्रिय तृप्ति पूरी हो रही है तो कोई बात नहीं। एक बद आत्मा अगर हमको सेवा देते हैं जो कि कृष्ण का सेवा है, वो सेवा कृष्ण स्वीकार करते हैं, लेकिन उसका इंद्रिय तृप्ति कृष्ण स्वीकार नहीं करते हैं। तो कोई ड्यूटी की तरह करता है, कोई सेंटिमेंट की दृष्टि से करता है, कोई डर के दृष्टि से करता है, कोई दिखाने की दृष्टि से करता है, वो धीरे धीरे शुद्ध हो जाएगा। सब लोग थोड़ी पहले ही बार सेवा करते हैं या 2 बार सेवा करते हैं तो शुद्ध भक्ति से शुरू करते हैं। सब लोग अलग अलग तरीके से शुरू करते हैं और सबका तरीका कृष्ण एक्सेप्ट करके उनको उस तरीके से आगे बढ़ाने के लिए प्रेरणा देते हैं। तो भगवान का सेवा बहुत वास्ट है। किसी भी भाव से, जैसे उदाहरण दिया गया है कि कोई चतुर कुमार ज्ञान के भाव से गए, गोपियां काम के भाव से गए, कोई क्रोध के भाव से गया, कालिया क्रोध के भाव से गया, फिर भी भगवान ने स्वीकार किया। पूतना तो जहर देने गई, अटेम्प्ट टू मर्डर, फिर भी भगवान ने उसको स्वीकार किया। तो किसी के मन में शुद्ध भाव नहीं है, भगवान फिर भी स्वीकार करके उसको शुद्ध कर देते हैं। तो कृष्ण बहुत दयालु है, कृष्ण बहुत ही कंपैशनेट है, बहुत करुणा है उनमें। हम इतना भी छोटा सा भक्ति करते हैं तो कृष्ण उसको मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास से देखते, अरे इतना किया। और गिलहरी का एग्जाम्पल है, थोड़ा सा मट्टी डाल, बोला अरे इतना सेवा किया, कृष्ण खुश हो जाते हैं। तो कोई ड्यूटी से भी कर रहा है, वो धीरे धीरे शुद्ध भक्त बन जाएगा।
तो फिर प्रभु जी ये दासानुदास का क्या मतलब, ये मेरे को समझ।
दासानु का मतलब है कि जो कृष्ण के सेवक हैं, गुरु महाराज हैं, आचार्य हैं, फाउंडर आचार्य श्री प्रभुपाद जी हैं, उनके सेवक हैं, मैं उनका सेवक बनूं। मतलब उनकी आज्ञा से, उनके निर्देश के अनुसार उनके शिक्षा के अनुसार कृष्ण की सेवा करूं। जैसे हम 16 माला कर रहे हैं, एक हिसाब से देखा जाए तो हम डायरेक्ट कृष्ण की सेवा कर रहे हैं, उनका नाम ले रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअली हम दास दास अनुसार दास कर रहे हैं। हमारे गुरु महाराज ने कहा हमें 16 माला करने के लिए, उनको उनके गुरु महाराज ने कहा, उनको उनके गुरु महाराज ने कहा। तो ये 16 माला सिर्फ कृष्ण की सेवा नहीं है, दास दास अनुदास है। हम भगवान के दास का आज्ञा पालन कर रहे हैं। तो हम 16 माला अच्छी तरह नहीं करें फिर भी कृष्ण खुश होते हैं कि हमने कोशिश किया। क्या कोशिश किया? अपने गुरु महाराज की आज्ञा का पालन किया, दास 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 अनुदास बनकर, राइट। तो कृष्ण की सेवा उनके सेवकों के आज्ञा से करना दास दास अनुदास कहलाता है। ओके, हाँ जी।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। मेरा सवाल ये था कि जैसे अभी हमको पता है कि अभी दामोदर मास चालू है, अधिक मास चालू है, तो इसमें हम भगवान की बहुत ज़्यादा सेवा करते हैं और मैं स्वयं भी करता हूँ और तुलसी को दीपदान, माला जप सब करता हूँ। बट प्रभु जी मेरा सवाल ये है कि मेरी जो माता है, मतलब पिताजी भी कुछ खाते नहीं है नॉनवेज वगैरह, बट मेरी जो माता है उनको बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है और उन्होंने दामोदर मास में भी खाया और हम तो पूरा पालन करते हैं। बट मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि हम कर रहे हैं, पुण्य कर रहे हैं, बट मेरी जो माता जी है वो खा रहे हैं नॉनवेज, तो इसका क्या होगा? मतलब हम माता पिता से सीखते हैं, भगवान के जगह से मानते हैं, बट वो सुनते नहीं हैं या फिर खाते हैं, तो इसके बारे में क्या आपको लगता है?
तो ये दामोदर मास चालू नहीं है। दामोदर मास मतलब कार्तिक मास, वो बाद में आता है, दिवाली के पीरियड में। अधिक मास है। तो अगर हम भक्ति करते हैं लेकिन हमारे परिवार में कोई नहीं करते हैं या नॉनवेज खाते हैं, तो उनको उसका फल मिलेगा। और आप उनको मदद करने के लिए बोल सकते हैं मत खाओ, और नहीं सुनते हैं तो उनको प्रसाद दे सकते हैं, उससे मन परिवर्तन होता है। नहीं तो उनको मंदिर लेके आ सकते हैं, वो प्रवचन सुनेंगे तो उनका मन परिवर्तन होगा। या उनको बोलिए चैंटिंग कीजिए, जप करेंगे तो उनका मन परिवर्तन होगा। तो भक्ति के कार्यक्रम से, शिक्षा से, एक उदाहरण प्रस्तुत करने से आप उनका मन परिवर्तन कर सकते हैं। बाकी आप अपना भक्ति कंटिन्यू कीजिए, ठीक है? यस, हाँ।
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Very nice class. Many wonderful example and analogy you have given during your class. So in the beginning you mentioned that because of our false ego, okay, we have a karma and then after reactions. So like mind have a desires and body act to fulfill their desires. Okay. So we know very well theoretically also that okay, we are part and parcel of Krishna, Jiro Sarupala Nitya Krishna Das. But still the conviction is not coming. And we see from the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, even great personalities like Brahmaji, Indra, they also know very well that I am a part and parcel of Krishna, but still they got bewildered. So like in my position, how should I convince that, okay, I am a part and parcel of Krishna, I have to act for the satisfaction of Krishna? Because this thing, like when come in practical way, we have so much disturbed. So the conviction is not continuous. So how this conviction will develop, if you can light on this point?
Well, we continue to practice as servant of Krishna. Because we have not done it since lifetimes, so there is no intellectual or internal conviction. Just like if somebody tells you, you are not Indian, you will immediately defend because you are convinced that you are Indian. Because from childhood, that is being ingrained in us. But from lifetimes, we are being ingrained that I am this body, I am enjoyer. So now a new, which is actually original concept is coming, that I am servant of Krishna. So it will take time. So we act as servant of Krishna. Whole day, whatever we do, we act as servant of Krishna. chanting the holy name, paying obeisances, taking darshan, reading Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam, attending Arati, honoring Prasadam, preaching. Whatever activities a servant does, we do that. And gradually, when the holy name enters our ears and then heart, soul comes in contact. When we chant, the holy name comes out of our lips, goes into our ear. From ear, the holy name goes into the heart. The holy name the soul comes in contact with the holy name, and a magic happens. The soul realizes, I am servant of Krishna. So this will happen gradually. We keep doing it. We keep chanting. If you want it faster, increase your rounds. Do more reading, do more service as you get time. So it will be faster. Without offenses, we keep doing our sadhana. Then the holy name, by the causeless mercy of the holy name, will realize I am servant of Krishna. Some aspect we have realized, that's why we are part of ISKCON community. So more will happen, more growth will happen as we continue. Okay?
So the conclusion is that we have to keep patience, and at the same time we have to continue to practice our devotional activities.
Yes, intensely.
Thank you so much.
Very good. Oh, there's a mic. Mic has to go back now.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा।
मैं काफ़ी समय से मतलब इस्कॉन में आ रहा हूँ, तो मैं हरे कृष्णा मंदिर में आ रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं प्रभु जी एक या 2 राउंड ही करता था माला पहले से। लेकिन मेरा ये सोच था कि मैं एक समय के बाद में माला करना चालू करूँगा जैसे जैसे बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे, लेकिन मैं कर नहीं पा रहा था, माला नहीं कर पा रहा था। लेकिन अभी जैसे इन्होंने प्रश्न किया कि जिसकी हम सेवा कर रहे हैं वो अगर बॉस समझ रहा है, लेकिन मैं जिसकी सेवा कर रहा हूँ वो कृष्ण का दास नहीं है, तो उसको मैं छोड़ भी नहीं सकता क्योंकि वो मेरी पत्नी है। पत्नी को कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं आप? अब उसका उद्देश्य अलग है और मेरा उद्देश्य अलग है, इसलिए बहुत परेशान हो गया हूं मैं।
घर में रह के आप जो भी भक्ति करते हैं उसको बढ़ाइए। 1-2 माला करते हैं, 16 माला कीजिए। और अगर कोई पारिवारिक समस्या है तो आप किसी हमारे बहुत सारे वरिष्ठ गृहस्थ हैं उनसे बात कर सकते हैं, उनको पारिवारिक समस्या के बारे में ज़्यादा अनुभव है। हमारी पत्नी नहीं है तो हमें अनुभव नहीं है, तो वो अनुभव से आपको समझा देंगे। हम इतना बोलेंगे कि आज से आप 16 माला चालू कीजिए। जिसको पत्नी है वो परेशान है, जिसको नहीं है वो परेशान है, दोनों 16 माला करेंगे तो बैक टू गॉडेड जाएंगे। राधा रासबेरी को प्रार्थना कीजिए। कभी कभी इंद्र की पत्नी भी उसको परेशान करती थी, वो द्वारकाधीश के पास आते थे, वो सॉल्व करते थे। एक कथा है ऐसा, तो आप राधा रासबेरी को प्रार्थना कीजिए, वो मदद करेंगे। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। यस,
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
तो जैसे आपने मेंशन किया कि परमात्मा सबके हृदय में है, तो और हमें सबका मतलब हमें सबके साथ अच्छा करना चाहिए, ठीक है। अगर कोई प्रभु जी अगर हमारे साथ गलत करे तो उसको कैसे डील करे प्रभु जी?
तो अगर कोई गलत कर रहा है मतलब क्या कर रहा है? हमें खुद की रक्षा करना चाहिए, लेकिन हमें किसी के साथ गलत नहीं करना चाहिए।
बर्ताव को लेके हो गया प्रभु जी, आगे कुछ
कुछ गलत बिहेवियर किया तो सहन करना चाहिए। अगर बार बार हो रहा है और वो रिश्ता आपके लिए ज़रूरी है तो आप फीडबैक दे सकते हैं कि आपका ये बर्ताव से मुझे हर्ट हो रहा है, अगर ये बार बार होगा तो हमारा रिश्ता ख़राब हो जाएगा, तो अगर मेरे में कुछ परिवर्तन चाहिए आपको तो आप बोलिए, मैं करूँगा, और मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये बिहेवियर आपका परिवर्तन हो। सो यू चेंज योर बिहेवियर एंड इफ़ यू वांट आई विल चेंज so that we have a better relationship. But if you continue this behavior, our relationship will get destroyed. So if that person values your relationship, he will change.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you said one should perform deity worship to get purified. But if somebody is preaching Krishna consciousness, if somebody is spreading Bhagavad-gita to Krishna consciousness, is that good as deity worship?
If somebody is
Preaching Bhagavad-gita.
preaching, yeah, see, it is not exclusive that I am preaching so I don't have to do deity worship, I am doing deity worship so I don't have to preach. At least you can attend Aratis. That is also deity worship. And whatever you cook in the house, you offer to Krishna, that is part of deity worship. And if Krishna is in the house, you offer, clean the altar, that is deity worship, offer him some flower, that is deity worship, right? And if you have time, you offer Arati.
Yes.
So both can be done. Of course, preaching is the essence. For our own purification, Prabhupada has given us Bhagavat Vidhi and Pancharatika Vidhi. So we do both. So you can come in temple, attend Aratis, offer at home. Okay, we have to end. Okay, we'll take the last question. The mic has to go back.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you spoke about dharma and you gave a very good definition of dharma. But sometimes dharma is still confusing because we also have the four aspects of our life, which is artha, dharma, artha, kama and moksha. But dharma also means duty to some extent. If you can kindly elaborate that, that will be helpful, Prabhuji.
Well, Bhagavatam starts after dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So here dharma is ordinary duty, a father's duty, a husband's duty, a wife's duty, a mother's duty. But what about soul's duty? That is real dharma. So Bhagavatam talks about the real dharma. So what you are mentioning is duty based on bodily relationships. Bhagavatam is beyond that. Bhagavatam starts where Bhagavad-gita ends. And where does Bhagavad-gita end? Sarva dharman parityajya. Forget all other religions.
Prabhuji, when we live in this material world, that is bodily duty is also our duty, right, towards our
Right,
family.
right. So that's varnashram dharma. So as a grahastha, you perform your duties in the house, keeping Krishna in the center. So that's Bhagavad dharma. So that's fine,
Hare Krishna.
right? Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.